Check this out.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, that's our secret sauce.
Wendell and Wild is a recent stop-motion animated Halloween film released exclusively on Netflix. I've seen it listed as an adult film, and aside from the use of words like damn, crap, ass, and hell, it's just as suitable for kids as Coraline or Paranorman. The film was animated by Henry Selick, and of course the animation is great. It's very fluent, colorful, and energetic. The editing and pacing has some weird choices, but the visuals serve the film well. The bigger problems come with the writing. There is a lot going on in this movie. You look at the poster and it seems very simple. This one girl is being tortured by these two demons and she has to kick their asses. There's a lot of characters and subplots that don't really tie together. They just run parallel and then crash into each other at the end. The main character is Kat, a 13-year-old who has been in and out of juvie for 5 years. She witnessed her parents die in a very Beetlejuice manner and blames herself for causing it. The state has sent her to a Catholic school instead of another juvenile hall to help break the cycle. She's the Hell Maiden of Wendell and Wild, meaning she can summon the demon brothers to her aid. Which is weird because they act against her interests for most of the movie. I guess they just have a very loose soul bond or something. Also, Kat can see the future. It doesn't impact the plot very much, and it's not something that all Hell Maidens can do, so it's sort of pointless. The movie should have just been called Hell Maiden. It's all about Kat. The poster and title makes it look like Wendell and Wild are these two evil entities that are going to mess up Kat's life, but by the end they're just irrelevant side characters. They don't deserve to be titular characters. The brothers are the rebellious sons of Buffalo Belzer, a demon who runs an amusement park on his stomach where he tortures souls. The brothers have been condemned to repairing their father's hair with hair cream as punishment for their treason.
Hair cream?
They hope to run their own amusement park. They find out the hair cream raises the dead, so they try to exploit grieving people for money by reviving their dead loved ones so they can buy an amusement park. And this is ridiculous and cruel, and it could be the funniest thing ever, but the movie doesn't even realize it. They really don't touch on this potential, and that's a growing trend. The movie has its moments, but it's lacking some serious energy. Nobody really banters or talks like people except for Key and Peele. There's not a lot of fun in the writing compared to the fun in the animation. The brothers find out that nobody is left in Rustbank because Kat's father owned a root beer company that employed, I guess, everyone in town, and when he died, the evil private prison profiteer people, the Klaxon family, burned down his brewery to destroy the town and make way for a new giant prison. And after 5 years, the prison still wasn't built because the city council kept voting to shut down the prison proposition. Father Best, the head priest of the Catholic school, witnessed the brewery fire, and so they kill him after 5 years because better late than never. But the brothers revive him as a guinea pig for the Cream Revival Money Theme Park scheme, and then they threaten to kill him again if he doesn't pay them for his non-consensual resurrection. Instead, he tells them to revive the old city council members so that they can vote for the prison, and the Klaxons will then pay them the big bucks. The brothers tell Kat that they'll bring her parents back, but then the rich people tell them not to do that or else they won't pay them. Here's a question. Why do demons need human currency to build a theme park in hell? They have no concept of finance? Does hell use a fiat currency? Is their money backed in sulfur and brimstone? Is it just commentary about how capitalism permeates the afterlife? Speaking of, there's plenty of social commentary about the abuses of the private prison industry, which I'm all about. It's interesting that the main character is a direct pawn in that system, especially considering she's a child. So there's like 20 other characters that I haven't even touched on yet. Kat meets 4 people at her new school, a trio of preppy girls, and Raoul. Raoul is a trans boy and an artist that tags along for Kat's plans to revive her parents and is generally very helpful to Kat throughout the movie. But like 15 minutes before the movie ends, Kat is just like, "You're still not my friend, Raoul." And it's like, where did that come from? The point is that Kat can't trust anyone and she's a loner, but like, this comes way after they've developed a bond with each other. It's just weird. The preppy girls are very cookie cutter. I like the pet goat. They're not very antagonistic, they're just obnoxious. They cross some of Kat's boundaries regarding her name and her property. Siobhan is the Klaxon's daughter, and she has a redemption arc where she learns that private prisons are evil and she shouldn't support them. It's the result of a very brief scene with Kat, but I think they could have had another scene where Kat told her about what happens in juvie. Sister Helly is also a Hell Maiden, and Mr. Manberg is a janitor slash demon hunter slash Hell Maiden instructor. It's like Buffy and Giles, but less fun. The two of them kind of teach Kat about her abilities, but they're not crazy essential to the story. Or at least not both of them. I feel like they could have been combined into a single fleshed out educator character. The parents get revived halfway through the movie, and they don't really do anything for the rest of it. This could have been saved as a big moment at the very end. The beginning of the film has a lot of exposition dumping. It doesn't have a great flow and it relies on narration too. It's bad when characters dump exposition. It's bad when characters narrate information that can easily be shown. But doing both is just an oversaturation of immersion breaking. Some of the dialogue is just so unnatural. The pacing fluctuates between very slow scenes and scenes that have 5 major events back to back. The ending of the movie is especially lacking. The film sort of has 2 endings. First, the demon father returns to demand his hair cream back. He has a redemption arc where he acknowledges he's a bad father. The second ending is the Claxons trying to tear down the city to build up the prison. Compared to the giant demon coming out of the ground, this is played as the more evil scenario. The demon father even sends little demons to help fight the rich people, and it's hilarious that a demon is like, oh yeah, I'm evil, but at least I don't profit off of prison labor. And that's funny commentary, but they don't acknowledge it. They're just like, oh, dad must have sent these demons to help us. Why doesn't he come fight? This movie is begging for a grand finale where everyone appears in a massive battle for the town. Have the Claxons steal the cream and raise an army of zombies to do their bidding and destroy the city. Have Kat, her friends, and an army of demons fight the zombie horde to save the town. Tell them that they can build their amusement park in Rustbank. Give them incentive. Otherwise, why do they care about private prisons? They're demons! There aren't any grand stakes in this movie. The ending is just a group of people throwing snowballs at bulldozers. The Claxons get arrested, and I get the irony because they profited off of prison labor, but I don't want to see them in handcuffs. I want the Demon King to eat their souls. So there's a lot of disappointment going on here, but the movie has some great stuff too. Like I said, the social commentary is handled well. Another element that I liked was Kat learning to forgive herself and own her memories. There's a powerful scene where she doesn't let them control her anymore. She literally fights her demons, but then she accepts them too. The theme of breaking the cycle relates not only to the prison system, but also the idea of self-forgiveness and digging yourself into a deeper hole. Hell Maiden is not a perfect movie. It definitely could have used another draft. But its themes of self-forgiveness, its social commentary, its killer animation, and its funny and heartwarming moments definitely warrant at least one viewing. Also, watch until the very end for some cool behind-the-scenes footage.